So how are we going to start this? What should we do for an intro?
I reckon just give them the bare basics of the plot.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, so you got Taron Egerton, stars as a member of the British working class, has an unsupportive father, loving mother, but he's really lacked opportunity in his life because of the class he lives in. But then suddenly he's like plucked from obscurity, taken under the wing of a hardened veteran who trains him up for months and months on end, leading up to the big event of him stopping Samuel L. Jackson from taking over the world.
That doesn't sound right.
Isn't it Eggsy the Eagle?
No, that what you just said, that was Kingsman Secret Service from last year.
I thought this was... Isn't this...
No, it's Eddie the Eagle.
Oh...
I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Eddie the Eagle stars Taron Egerton, Hugh Jackman, with a special cameo by Christopher Walken. 2 weeks in a row. And it's about the 1988 Calgary Winter Olympic journey of Eddie the Eagle Edwards in his attempt to qualify for the British ski jumping team. Zach, what did you think of this movie?
Pretty much, it was a really good, feel-good sports film. Pretty much, it goes through the true story of Eddie the Eagle Edwards and how he overcame, all these barriers just to make his mark in the Olympic history.
So yeah, this is a really, really fun movie. I think it's not going to break any grounds as far as cinematic history, but
It's not an Oscar film.
No, but it's a lot of fun. It's a really good feel-good story. You've got Taron Egerton here, who made his mark in Kingsman last year, and he's really fantastic here. He really kind of embodied this character. He had these very specific physical characteristics that he's adopted for this movie, and they work. I thought he was really great.
Yeah, you can really tell he's looked back at previous footage of Eddie
studied the character
Edwards, and
well.
yeah, he really went in depth on aneurysms the character has.
Yeah.
And so on.
He has great chemistry with Hugh Jackman, who's his co-star, who plays this former ski jumper who's kind of very reluctant to take him on as a trainee. They don't even really have an official coach-trainee relationship. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and Hugh Jackman is he's playing himself in a way.
Yeah, someone nobody likes, and then he finds himself again training someone else, trying to find redemption.
Learns a lesson in the end.
Exactly.
And yeah, like this movie is a lot of fun. Like the two of them work well together. The script is really well done. It's really funny, really witty in a lot of parts. It's a solid movie. I think one of the real standouts of it is the soundtrack in this movie.
Yeah, the 1980s synth it was done really well. Really put you in the mood.
It fits the movie perfectly.
Yeah. A couple of things I had against the film was they didn't explain why the character Eddie Edwards was so determined. It opens up with him as a kid. He's got a brace on his leg. Don't know what that's from. Probably trying too hard, trying to get into the Olympics. But it doesn't tell you what motivated him to want to be in the Olympics.
They do go into this towards the end. They talk specifically about a book. It's a bit flimsy. I totally get what you're saying there. It's not the best character motivation, but the movie's not so much about that, but more kind of about the idea of the Olympics and
trying your best.
Yeah, trying your
Whether
best.
or
It's a
not.
bit cliche, but it is. And I think that's one thing that the movie has against it, is there are a lot of the cliches that come with the sports biopic story of their actual relationship between Eddie the Eagle and his trainee. I don't actually remember his name, but it seemed like it was very formulaic, where he's reluctant to do it, then they form a real bond, they're like one with each other, and then of course before the big final they have to fight. There has to be this conflict. But of course when the final meet happens, he's watching on, he's there for him, he's come back because he's realised the error in his ways. And I think for that reason the movie in some ways doesn't quite stick the landing.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter though, because this movie's a lot of fun. I think anyone can go to the movies and find some enjoyment out of this. I'd be surprised if anyone outright hated this movie. I think the charm of the two leads alone ensures that you're going to have a lot of fun watching this movie.
So on top of the film's really charming leads, we also have a lot of quirky humour. So they do reference the Jamaican bobsledding team from the 1988 Winter Olympics.
It's very subtle, but anyone in the cinema who recognised it had an absolute ball. It's very funny. You just hear in the background the Jamaican bobsled team, and it's fantastic.
Which is a reference to the film Cool Runnings, which tells the story of the same Olympics and the bobsledding team.
The only other thing I'll say about this movie that I kind of took issue to was that Christopher Walken's in this movie for about 5 minutes. His entire reasoning for being in this movie is not really developed that well. He's the former coach of Eddie's coach, and they had this conflict going on that's brushed over very quickly. And then he comes in and they had this big moment towards the end, and It felt like Christopher Walken and Hugh Jackman were meeting each other for the very first time. There was nothing there. I don't know what we were supposed to be getting out of that. It was just a bit unnecessary more than anything. This was Eddie's story. Do have to give some concession to the other side characters. Felt there was enough with the Hugh Jackman character that we didn't need to have this conflict with his coach. I think we had enough with his own personal journey as far as getting back into the sport and facing his own demons.
It goes to show how well Hugh Jackman and Taron Egerton did. Just to have Christopher Walken there and his role pretty much
be completely
diminished.
overshadowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't let these minor niggles bother you. It's a really fun movie. It's great score, great performances all around. It makes you feel good inside, and it's a lot of fun.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're the Film Idiots. Make sure you like and subscribe for more awesome reviews. Next week, what will we be tackling, Ed?
Captain America Civil War. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.